This music always startles me when it keeps going. What's up, everyone? It's my first time in Ultimate Esports, but I'm sure I can manage. The environment is much smaller for sure. The amount of teams, especially, like I saw 4 teams in one div, and you play against a team twice. Meanwhile, in VL Balance League, you have like 20 teams sometimes per div, or even more. So it's quite a difference. I imagine since there are less players, it might be a bit more close knit community. People might know each other more, I suppose. Well, today I have grind time here. If I give me a second. If I am looking correctly, yeah, this is grind time. This is Div 1. They have 3 divs. Well, technically 4. I see there is open div as well. And I see that they did indeed finish first seed. And they're currently in playoffs, awaiting their game, which should be happening soon.
Excellent!
Thank you. I saw it play against Play Hungry Gaming. Lost once, won the second time. I'll be honest, I have never seen any of these teams, but I'm always down to try new things, see what's up in the other leagues. For example, 2 days ago, I believe, I played against a team from Prime League. It's like a German league of some sort, like German, Austrian, Switzerland, I think, was the region. And it was a pretty good experience. So, always down to meet new players from different leagues. People are gathering in the lobby. Let me switch to my webcam for a second. I don't want to like reveal DMs because I feel like that's not really good etiquette. Yeah, let me just get the draft link ready. I do see OPGGs. 2 diamond players on the GT side. I've seen many OPGGs of this team, Tamogotchis. Not sure why they're not called Tamagotchis. I think that's a bit counterintuitive, but I see 1 diamond player here. Not that it matters at times. Like in VL, a team that won the highest division had a gold player who was a jungler. So Yeah, the what was it? Size doesn't always matter. Mm, it's how you wield it. Okay, it seems that we have the draft ready. Let's make sure I don't forget it's gonna start. I probably will see. I probably will see it in the. Yeah, I'll probably see it in the game lobby that they're starting. Yeah. So yeah, let me go back to these OPGGs. I see there might be some possible close to one tricks. There's like Ililia with 100 games and Nami with 346 games in this season. That's quite an achievement, I'll be honest. I mean, once you get kids like me, I have 3 kids, 2 dogs, 1 cat, and a wife, of course. It's a bit rough to play 24/7. And so, uh, I can't say I envy him because League is a bit hate inducing. But it is what it is, you know. Am I trying to do multiple things at once? So bear with me. Like answering Discord, looking at chat. It's a doozy for sure. Okay, I believe we should be almost ready to go. Yeah, I see there is everyone in the lobby. So the draft should be starting very shortly. The rematch. Okay, so it seems that they met each other already. As far as I remember, the captain told me they'd already won 2-0, I believe. Let me quickly. Yeah. Beat them last time 2-0 in a best of 3. Okay, so this is a possible revenge time. We always like a revenge story. Me personally, I love the reverse sweeps. Obviously, it's a best of 3 or even maybe 2 matches, not even 3. So we're not going to see a best of 5 with silver scrapes and bottom of the barrel champion in the 5th game. So that is fearless, right? You will not see the same champions twice in the subsequent games. I hope my overlay will work. Sometimes the software kind of glitches and I have to turn it on and off. The usual way to fix things. But yeah, the draft seems to be ready. Let me disable my webcam and we're off. We're off. Let me get you some nice tunes for this. Yeah, I saw a Gwen. It seemed like a big pick for the team on Tamogotchis' side. And this is way too loud still. Jesus. Okay. I imagine we could see a Nami ban. Nami, very strong champ with something like Illusion. A Corki, perhaps. Generally, the ADCs, which benefit more from abilities than auto attacks. So yeah, I'm very eager to see what can these teams bring to the table, for sure. I've not seen them, but since it's Div 1, we should see some higher level gameplay. I did cast like bronze, silver, gold level games as well as diamond level games, so I can expect anything, like everything by in between from the players that I see in the games, right? It seems we finalized the first ban phase. Lilia gone, Gwen gone, no surprises here. Big picks for the Tamogotchis. No Nami ban. It is quite a surprise for me. It seems to be close to a one-trick territory. And it is a Ahri first pick. I remember from the games I've seen in the Split 1 of 2026, GT had Ahri in almost every single series. So big pickup for them. Blinding it though could be risky, but they did 2-0 this team last time they scrimmed against one another. So maybe the mid laner feels confident on it. And is a Yone one of my most hated champions to play against, especially if the guy has hands. The combos you can do with this champ, and the disruption the ulti brings is nothing to be trifled with. Since we see a Lucian, I think it's almost 100% chance it's a Nami. Lucian Nami, one of the OG combos for sure. Could either go with Enchanter again, fighting Enchanter against Enchanter, or an all-in trying to log the Nami down early on. But keeping toe-to-toe with Lucian, very difficult early on, since it is an early game champion. And they take away the Nami, a smart pickup for sure, taking away the comfort from Tamogotchis support. And they fall back to Milio, a solid second choice support for the Lucian, enhancing his range. And surely he's gonna get locked in, right? Doesn't really protect the team from the Nami waves. It is a knockup, uncleansable. Right now we only have a Charm to way up, initiating the fight. A Bubble, I wouldn't call it an initiation. Unless from no vision, if you just walk into the enemy jungle. Mundo ban, targeting the tanks. Cassante already locked in for GT, so it will be a blind top lane pick. Yeah, banning the vegan jungler, as I call Jarvan, one of my most hated junglers to watch. It's just such a boring champ. I mean, you know. Jarvan Ori, the standard combo, you go full tank. When are we gonna see Lethality Jarvan strike again with Halo Blades or Electrocute? I am still waiting. And we're banning all the junglers out, it seems. All the usual targets. Xin Zhao, Mundo, Jarvan. What's next? Wukong ban? I mean, I'm all for it. I'm all for the non-conventional junglers. I casted a game in Div 2 where the guy played Yone Jungle and Kai'Sa in the same series. It was quite a sight. He did not do like that tremendously well. Like, he had a lot of kills, just not that big of an impact. But it was still good to see some fresh blood when it comes to the champion picks. And we have targeted a fourth. Fifth jungler, and sixth if you count Diana as jungler. Sejuani, another vegan jungler. Excellent! Unless you go, the Dusk and Dawn PTA build, probably not. And thanks for the follow. I don't believe we're gonna see the PTA Dusk and Dawn Sejuani. It's a more niche build at this point, in this day and age. Maybe top lane mid, you could still see it. Probably not in the jungle. Yeah, I'm hoping to see great things from the GT team. Even though there's only 4 teams in this division, I imagine they got first seed for nothing. They were 5-1 after all, you know? Not sure when did they play against Tamogotchis. If they're their regular Scrim team from somewhere else, but again, a revenge story for Tamogotchis. Lost 0-2 last time they faced against one another. And we have Corki Nami, as I said, pretty staple pick for the Nami lane. You go either Corki Nami, Draven, Lucian. Very standard stuff. Very oppressive early on, for sure. We might see some early First Blood bot lane. Definitely some early Summoner spells usage. The rush for level 2 for sure. And now R5 top lane. Actually, no. It was the flex pick. So it's Yone top lane, Mel mid. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. While this is happening, give me a second. I need to get my bearings. And it seems we're in champ select, so let me bring back my ugly mug on the screen. There we go. Mm, which draft do I like more? I mean, Trundle Jungle, not the biggest fan, but he only has one target to ult to get the resist, and it's Sejuani. Sejuani might not even go a lot of armor and MR. So a lot of items that Sejuani's built just stack HP. Maybe he goes Heartsteel first. Not a fan. I would much rather see Zeke's conversions or that ulti enhancement for the Sejuani. But I still see all the Sejuani's building Heartsteel, which I hate. But it is what it is. You could go like full support Sejuani with Bando Pipes as well. But I'm not sure how good. I think we could get a decent usage of the Bando Pipes support, Bando Pipes passive this game, since they have two auto attackers, Yone and Lucian. But yeah, we shall see. I don't think Yone will have too much fun time top lane versus the Cassante. It might be just an AFK lane, AFK and Farm Fest. Mid is full skill matchup. It's up to Mel to deflect the charm on the Ahri. Pretty hard to do. But yeah, we shall see. Maybe she can deflect the Nami wave as well. Could be an angle for sure. Which draft I like more? I think the TMG's draft, Tamagotchi's draft is better early game. Overall. Both teams have decent engage with the Cassante and Nami wave and an Ahri charm. But overall, I think I like the Tamagotchi's draft a bit more. It obviously depends on the skill of the player, especially mid-top, especially top. If top goes too far behind, they just lack a champion because he's not a tank, he's not a bruiser, really. He just goes full damage. So if he is lacking if he's lacking in the damage department and he's a lackluster split pusher, they're gonna have a hard time playing for any objectives really, since Yone will not be bringing any pressure top lane or bot lane depending where he goes. 2 minutes. Let me run a quick ad and we'll be right back. I don't like ads being run during the game, so that's why an ad right now is for sure warranted. And while that's happening, let me quickly see who's trying to get to me via the phone and the messenger on my phone. And my wife. And who else tried to talk to me? Okay. Yeah, so again, first time for me in Ultimate Esports. I don't know what to expect, but I'm hoping to see great things from Grind Time. Very eager to see one of my favorite streamers in VL, Domain, to come on board and stream their games. He is way more animated than me. One, he's younger. It goes a long way, trust me. He has no kids. So he just has more energy. Definitely more than me. I mean, I try to be hyped sometimes. I can't force it if I'm not feeling it, you know? So we're gonna have to wait and see if Grind Time can make me feel anything. I don't really have these hyphy champions for me to feel something. So it might be a bit rough, but I'm gonna remain hopeful. 40 seconds. I'm gonna have to remember to zoom out, so sometimes I do forget. And let's see if I'll be able to actually see the overlay, which I'm not sure it's gonna work, but again, let's remain hopeful. It doesn't break on me like it usually does. I think the mic levels are fine, right? Yeah, it's in the orange range, so it should be fine. But just in case, let me. Because me, when I'm watching a stream, I hate it when the streamer is too low and I have to like strain my hearing to hear a single word. All right, we're jumping into the onto the rift. The overlay doesn't work. It doesn't matter. I'll just use the usual one. Again, early game, bot lane could be bloody. We could see the early. We could see an early first blood there, and it seems it doesn't work. All right, I'll just bring in the usual one. So the score display, the frames, and I'll try to fix it after the game. Yeah, time controls, and make sure I'm on live. Hopefully no one dies. Okay, and it's a go. I'm surprised. Well, whoever gets level 2 wins hard in the bot lane, right? Zoom out for you guys. There we go. With PTN, Lucian, Conquer, and Corki. Yeah, early level 2, that means Corki has to back off for sure. No way they can fight the Lucian. I'm just surprised they didn't play more their strengths early on and just accepted to be pushed back. Trundle is pathing bot lane. Maybe that's the reasoning. Again, the K'Sante's really bully at Yone early on, I think. No mana though. We'll probably have to utilize the early TP. Hopefully no pauses. In VL, I keep seeing a pause for like 10 minutes in every game. So Shawani going in with the burn jungle item. That is fairly surprising. Going with the Aftershock though, so we're not gonna see Dusk and Dawn. Very sad about that. Okay, clean charm mid lane. Blocking nothing. Bit tragic. It seems K'Sante may be able to set up a freeze versus Yone. Pathing for Yone. I'm not sure I agree with that. Unless, well, you're not really gonna dive a K'Sante, right? Surely we're not diving K'Sante. And this is tragic. He may even die for it. That is horrible. Oh my god. I mean, well played to K'Sante with the flash, but that was such a terrible dive. Jesus Christ, guys. That's the diamond diff, I guess. I'm not sure if that's the if it's Del Boy that's this diamond. I would have to take a sneak peek at the OPGG. I'll do it later. Yeah, that was a yikes for me for sure. You will not see plays like this in Div 4 in the Gold League. We see a melee charm from Fluffy. It's alright though. Yeah, if you lose like that to K'Sante early on, you're gonna be pretty useless. You might even get solo killed right now under the tower. I think it's very possible. After the shield misses, unfortunately. Biting a bit more than you could chew. No flash on the own though. This could be a successful dive from the Ahri. No ult though, very low mana, so they decide against it. Okay, who gets the first Drake? It seems that Predator and Captain Hook are actually on the offensive now. No one backed yet. Mana bar fairly low on the Lucian. So I think the first Drake may end up in GT's hands. Fluffy has to flash out. Good block. Has to be careful. He's gonna get. That's it. That's not what you want to see at all. That was a pure miscalculation. Like, if Mel just tags you, it's just breeze on you, just dead to the ultimate, right? There's like no escaping that. I think that's a huge misplay, similar to the dive top lane. Man, they're really just trying to punish that Cassante. It's just not gonna work though. Slightly winning in CS, but it doesn't really matter since the wave is pushing towards Cassante. If he manages to freeze top somehow, I don't think Yon is gonna be able to play the game. Hey, was their win con? I fed Yon, or at least I Yon like 2 or 3 items, ulting everyone, with a Sejuani ulting a carry, like a Corki or Ari, but Nami could just get in the kills, right, for that. Obviously not the early game, but it seems he's getting bullied hard, actually. So maybe these 2 kills won't matter at all. Taking turret shots for fun, though. Hikage really feeling confident on the Yon. Has ultimate. Could be a kill on the Cassante if he takes a wrong step. Sejuani has ulti. Is invading. Ooh, that's a failed dash. This could be a kill. There is Mel there, but it doesn't really matter. She has no ultimate. Trying to bait out the charm and block it. Okay, that's it. This spell is possible disaster, but Yon just okay. Well played to Tamogotchis as spell. I did own a Tamagotchi some time ago, and I was like 6, perhaps. It was like ancient history at this point, but I did own one, so I resonate with the name for sure. What happened there? I don't know. It just Mel has more consistent damage, can block the charm anytime. So it was a bit rough going for that with the 3v3 essentially. Yeah, so Ari on the back foot for sure. Sejuani doesn't really care if she dies. She's just an ult bot, just standing in front, you know? That's the nice thing about tanks. You don't really care if you're behind or you even like skip camps. You're just there to be the meat for the grinder with the CC and the ultimate. Am I multi-streaming? I am not. I am not. I could. I never even tried that because no one offered, but I could multi-stream in the future. Yeah. Okay, I mean, I think once Yon gets Blade of Ruin King, Cassante might not be able to play the game at all. We might just be putting the fries in the back at that point. Unless Trundle pays a visit, but what can Trundle even do? Just block him with the ice? The ice spike? What the fuck was his name? Pillar of Ice, excuse me. Some of these, yeah, fries in the bag, exactly. Yeah, I think the Xante's lane might be a bit cooked after these 2 kills for the Yon. Again, once he gets the Blade of Ruin King, the lane is cooked. Yon actually went the new Doran's item. I completely forgot to mention these. We have new Keystones, right? New Doran's items. We haven't had a new Doran's item in like century, but we have a fight bot lane, and Nami takes a shit ton of damage. We might see a return kill. Probably not. It seems like a extremely dead Trundle. This Trundle will be completely useless this game. Feel like you can only play Trundle if you're guaranteed to have a target for your ulti. If you don't, the champion is pure garbage. Because the ultimate does essentially nothing. You need the added stats, the stolen armor or MR from an enemy, and Sejuani just stacking health. Yon will not build resist, Mel won't build resist, so you're kind of stuck playing Trundle at that point. You're kind of down a champion, I feel like. It seems Cassante won the new Doran item as well, the Doran Helm. Yeah, seems good for a tank. This is the first time me seeing them. I only saw them in, I didn't play the game since the new patch. I only saw the patch notes. So I'm eager to see new things. A Comet got buffs. So, I'm gonna see how much damage it dealt after the game. There were new keystones in Sorcerer, I believe. But, we don't really have a champion who can really utilize them this game. The move speed one is interesting, but not really sure. Maybe Vlad could use it. Vlad was using Phase Rush. You could definitely take 25% of someone's max HP. And we see an exchange of meatballs top lane. Hikage still doesn't have that BT, so he has to be careful. Has that ultimate for the burst. Bot lane definitely more safe and more quiet than I thought it would be. Both players just kind of vibing, kind of farming, and okay. As I say that, Lucian just dashes in and completely melts the Karma and Nami. Corki, and Corki just dies just like that. Okay. Yeah. And now we have the useful Trundle ulti that's again immediately cleansed by the Milio. It's looking a bit rough. Obviously, it's only 12 minutes in, and only one Drake down. But we are looking at a healthy 3K gold lead. The higher you get with the ranks of the players, the better they are at keeping, at least they should be, at keeping the gold lead. If you're playing with like golds, you may be ahead by 10k and the wallet difference does not matter at all, you know? But here, the 3k definitely will matter. Oh yeah, see, Heartsteel first, I'm not a fan of this, I'll be honest. I think Zeke's is just always better now. Unless you're just getting Heartsteel for, just to deny the ulti of Trundle, but, you know. Hikage, surely has enough money to buy the Ruin King, right? Surely. 1450, yeah, I'm sure, yeah, he can just buy it. Yeah, after this wave, surely recall, right? Yeah, both players recall. And we're gonna pick up the first item, Power Spikes, top lane. Well, not for Cassante, but Yon for sure, right? Yeah. So now Cassante is officially out of the game, top lane. I don't think he can ever trade against Yon. Lucian utilizing his early game perfectly. Getting that 2-kill lead. And I imagine the second Drake will follow. It is spawning in 1.5 minutes, so still ways away. That Ahri pick seems to be a bit lackluster right now. And Ahri played from behind. You can still fish for the... Yeah, and that's what's gonna happen. If Mel reflects the abilities properly, you can't really... well, for sure, you can never assassinate the Mel if you're that far behind. Mel might even think about getting Mage Ice if this persists. Some exchange of fire bot lane. Trundle is fishing. They see him on a ward, but they just don't respect it, I guess. Milio did ulti. And it ends with nothing. No summoners used. The ulti of Milio is used already. Again, this Trundle just provides nothing. It's just this big pillar, you just walk around, and it doesn't really matter. Okay, perfect ulti from Sejuani, denying the all-in from Trundle. Perfect counter engage. And Ahri does nothing. Mel kind of plays with fire, but let's recall, yeah. Ooh, yeah, that Cassante is having it rough. Yon could possibly look for an all-in, but doesn't really have to. Cassante still has TP, but you shouldn't lose that much gold. might think about TPing to Drake, decides against it. Yeah, so there's gonna be a free second Drake, bit late still, but these carries definitely looking really strong on the side of Tamogotchis. GT struggling a little bit with their comp. Would have been better than Trundle. I really know by heart what he plays. A lot of junglers are banned. 5-6 junglers, I think. Definitely targeted role this series. And K'Sante still does not have an item power spike. The problem with Yon is just, if you give him a hand, he'll just shit down your throat, you know? Like, you have to constantly trade with him. He's kind of like a Vladimir. You stop trading, he'll just heal it all back up, and you're really, really sad. Oh, that's a terrible miss. Oh, that's a clear outplay. Or more like, I think Yon kind of outplayed himself, because he was fine, and then he completely missed the ult. Like Stevie Wonder kind of miss, you know? It's been an ult reference. Like, Stevie Wonder is like a blind sax player. Blind singer, not sax player. Or maybe he played the sax as well, I'm not sure. That Lucian really just... Okay, like technically that Corki can dish out a lot of damage, but... And the... Sejuani hitting me from across the screen. Hitting the ulti in the next game. I think... This is like the first ulti miss, so I'm not gonna like be overly criticizing the Sejuani ult this game. Definitely saved the Lucian one time bottling. Another objective to the side of Tamogotchis. Mel just kind of missing everything, but it probably won't matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Gonna recall straight afterwards. The Herald should probably go mid lane. May even get this tower, just barely. Could save it for next Drake as well. It's always good to spawn the Herald as a Drake spawns, and then you force the team to make a bad trade in one direction. Either you give up your tower, or even two, or you give up the objective, right? These split decisions are especially rough for fresher teams, which I assume Tamogotchis aren't. Okay, we have the Iceborne Gauntlet for the K'Sante, so he packs... He does pack a punch now versus the Yon. 420 Blaze it. Scoreline, the K'Sante. Both turrets equally low. We're still haven't cashed in on the first turret gold. Sejuani fishing for an engage on Ahri. Ahri does have the Spirit Rush ready. And I think he just... Okay, Fluffy, my guy. Fluffy. Let's stop trolling for a second, yeah? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Fluffy right now. Maybe you're just having a bad game. It happens. Happens to all of us, right? Maybe Mel is just melee range of Trundle, you know? And Trundle gets a 1k bounty. K'Sante fully disrespecting the Yon, just tanking the tower for fun. He should be dead here, right? Yes? No? Okay, good flash, but... Yeah, he tanked a bit too many turret shots. Has the Bramble Vest, so automatically when the Yon hit him once, the tower started targeting him. And we're gonna see the tower gold swing back in the Yon's favor. Holding that 3k gold lead still, despite the chaos that ensued in bot lane and top lane. Very eager to see what does Trundle build next. We might see a Spirit Visage, perhaps. Again, only 50 armor built from the Sejuani, so not a lot of value from the Trundle ultimate thus far. Because we're just gonna be banking on the displacement on the Pillar of Ice for now. Drake should be spawning soon. Let me check that. I just don't like having it on the screen, you know? Yeah, 5 seconds. We might even see a 5v5. Both top laners have the TP. But I guess they prefer each other's company. Lucian... Okay, good flash, good flash. Sejuani is kind of low. I don't think she was ever in danger of dying there. But the flash is kind of used for nothing. Yeah, 2 meatballs again hitting each other. I'm not sure who's winning. I think Sante is winning? Yeah, I have to see this first. No one can use the Herald right now. Okay, Lucian, clean usage of the Herald. No. I've never seen that, just running circles with the Herald. That was very well played. Using the damage and the knockups that way, well played to the Lucian. And he lives as well. Just bring out the clown card at this point, you know? Yeah, 12-5. Drake still on the table. And we're still staying. Okay, Lucian overstaying is welcome. Cassante does not have ulti. Neither does Yeon, but Yeon poses a bigger threat for sure. Seeing the low HP bar. And it's gonna be the 3rd Drake to the side of Tamogotchis, so the gold lead still remaining basically the same. I don't think grind time is out of this game yet, but again, Trundle isn't really providing the level of usefulness as he should be, and Ari extremely far behind by 3k gold. So all that difference is just located in Mel's back pocket. Not something you want to see. Oh my god, Lumpy, stop. You made me all tap to do this. I have to get like